Here's a completed box with a lid, and it's constructed using finger joints. They're called finger joints. You can see the finger joints here. They're called finger joints because they fit together like fingers on your hands. The reason for the joints is to make it look nicer, and they also give us a stronger box. So there's a completed one. Our box is made from 4 pieces of material and a base. We've got 2 long sides and 2 short sides. If we take that apart, we can see how the box goes together. 2 long sides, 2 short sides, and a base. I'm now going to show you how to make these 2 long sides. So for these, we need 2 pieces of softwood. We're using the reclaimed softwood, and we need a pencil. What we're first going to do is we're going to take the piece of wood and we're going to mark the thickness of the finger joint. And we do that by placing 1 piece of wood down. We take the wood here, put our fingers along there so that that is along the edge, and mark the thickness of the wood onto the end of our wood. And we can go round with that. If necessary, we can use a tri-square to go round and make our marking all the way around the outside. We'll mark the second one. Use the tri-square, the edge here up against there. Now marked the thickness of the wood on both ends. What I need to do now is mark, so I've got that, you can see where I've marked that there for these 2 ends. What I now need to do is make 2 marks here for the thickness for the central finger. For that, I'm going to use a marking gauge and a steel ruler. Our wood is 60mm wide, so I need to set the marking gauge at 20mm. And I do that by undoing the grub screw there, setting the steel ruler, making sure the pin is on the 20mm, tightening up the grub screw, and then I'm ready to go. With the marking gauge, I hold the piece of wood in my right hand, marking gauge in my left hand, have the stock here up against the edge of the piece of wood, have the pin there pointing away from me, and drag it along. And do it the other way, holding it in my right hand, this in my left hand, this in my right hand. If you're left-handed, you do this around the other way. And you can't quite see that, I'll run my pencil along it, and there. So now I have the fingers marked and the waist. I'm now going to mark small X's, crosses, just to remind myself which part is waist. And I can do that all the way around. If I want to, I can take the marking gauge, tri-square, and mark round as well. Mark the waist on the ends. I'm now ready to cut out the 2 bits of waist to make my final piece. So I'm going to put the piece of material into the vise, hold it securely in the vise, take the tenon saw, put my thumbnail just on the line of the cut, and I'm going to cut slightly onto the waist side. Just start by drawing the saw back, a couple of strokes, then using the whole length of the saw, throwing down, turn it round, same thing, fingernail, gently draw the saw back, and there's the first part of my finger joint. I'll then repeat that on the second end, and then repeat it once more on the second piece of wood, until I have 2 pieces of wood that are the same on all 4 ends.